Well, I'm going to be presenting on the Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Repository project. It's a controversial project that spans a few decades now. I went back and forth quite a bit, deciding what side I wanted to support because it's rather complicated. But I hope you enjoy. Hello, I'm Matt Jarvis, and I'm a junior mechanical engineering major. I first heard about Yucca Mountain during an interview with the Naval Nuclear Laboratory. Unfortunately, I did not get the job, but it did spark my interest in the uncompleted nuclear waste repository. Spent nuclear fuel can remain dangerous for up to 1,000 years. Therefore, safely disposing of it is a major engineering problem. I believe that completing the Yucca Mountain facility and storing nuclear waste there is the solution to this problem. This idea dates back to the 1980s when the Department of Energy began searching for a suitable site to store radioactive material. Yucca Mountain was eventually selected to be the primary candidate, and plans were made to begin storing material there as early as 1998. However, legal issues and political pressure continually delayed progress at the site. In 2006, Nevada Senator Harry Reid stated that Yucca Mountain is dead. It'll never happen. President Obama also put forth measures that stymied the project. Today, Yucca Mountain is abandoned, although its fate is still up in the air. In 2006, the U.S. Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works majority staff released a 25-page document stating that not only was Yucca Mountain a safe site for nuclear disposal, but that finishing it will greatly benefit our ecological and national security, as well as our nuclear power industry. The larger concern revolving around the site is that nuclear waste will contaminate the surrounding area. Studies by the DOE show that the background radiation from the site to the local population will not exceed 1 millirem per year. This is less than a single X-ray and far lower than what would be considered dangerous. This is due to the volcanic rock known as tuff that provides a natural barrier to radiation. Additionally, the site remains above the water table, and the desert environment receives very little annual rainfall. Extensive research and planning has been done to ensure that containment failures will not allow leakage into the surrounding earth. These factors combined make it a very suitable choice for nuclear waste to be stored. Currently, nuclear waste is stored on site in either storage pools, such as the one pictured below, or in dry cask storage. Nuclear power plants were not originally designed with waste storage in mind. 90,000 metric tons of highly radioactive waste has piled up in storage facilities nationwide. This number will only grow as our energy demands continue to rise. It is far safer and more efficient to contain all the waste in one central location rather than have it remain scattered across the country. These sites have historically been safe, but each represents a small risk to the nearby cities that they provide energy for. By removing the waste from the location, the nearby ecosystem will be far safer. Japan has currently fallen under scrutiny for their plans to dump contaminated wastewater from the Fukushima site into the Pacific Ocean. Having a designated facility to store this waste, for example, Yucca Mountain, would be the perfect solution to this problem if it ever arose for us. With a definite solution to nuclear waste, the atomic power industry will be able to grow far more efficiently. As the United States move away from our dependency on fossil fuels, more pressure is going to be placed on nuclear power plants. Solving the radioactive waste problem once and for all will ease the growing pains involved with the expansion of this complex industry. So far, $7.5 billion and 20 years of intensive research has been spent on the Yucca Mountain project, making it one of the largest geological studies in history. This extensive scientific study backs up the claims that it is a safe storage facility. The preliminary tunnels dug into the worksite have formed the world's largest underground research facility. More than 2,500 scientists, 5 national laboratories, and dozens of renowned universities have all collaborated to provide a thorough investigation to the worksite. The plans for the site have passed through the hands of countless committees and organizations such as the U.S. Nuclear Waste Technical Review Board and the International Atomic Energy Agency, which have overall approved of the findings and further plans. Politicians and public opinion have provided the main source of opposition, not scientific research. Those opposing Yucca Mountain claim that the money and risks involved are unnecessary because on-site storage is currently an effective solution to the nuclear waste problem. While it's true that on-site storage has so far worked well, this might not always be the case. Detractors also claim that transportation of spent fuel elements provides a risk to our roadways, the burden of the nation's poisonous waste. It is far better to have a solution to a disaster before it is necessary than than to try and develop one when it's already too late. This is the overarching theme behind the creation of the repository, providing a permanent resting place for the dangerous materials to replace the current temporary ones is essential to the longevity of the nuclear power industry. Transportation of waste materials is simply not a problem. Nuclear fuel, waste, and weapons have been transported all across the United States since the first development without incident. As for the lack of nuclear power plants in Nevada, this is partially due to its low population density and the fact they were gifted with one of the history's most marvelous feats of engineering, the Hoover Dam. Therefore, it is not unreasonable for Nevada to take on this endeavor. Overall, the Yucca Mountain Nuclear Repository provides a great opportunity to provide our nation's power industry and well-being, to improve our nation's power industry and well-being by removing hazardous waste from around the country and spurring further development in green energy. Thank you for listening. I hope to hear what your thoughts on the matter, and I'm happy to answer any questions related to this presentation. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you all learned something and enjoyed that. I'll now be accepting questions.